All right, welcome on back for another episode of First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issued from each council in Scouting America, both past and present. Today we're going to take a look at Otetiana 397 out of New York. This council was originally formed in 1943 as the merger of Red Jacket and Rochester area councils and lasted up until 2009 when it merged with Finger Lakes to form Seneca Waterways. Originally, in the older collecting guides, Otetiana's first issue T1 was divided into two variants, the T1A and T1B. Nowadays, they've just merged those together. All of them are considered just T1s. We actually have multiple production runs of both to take a look at today. So let's start off with one of those T1As on the table here, defined with its dark red border, dark blue background, narrow yellow fleur-de-lis outline, white letters, and all of the T1As were defined essentially by having a cloth back, and the T1Bs were defined by having plastic backs. So if we look at this one, we do see a gauze cloth back on this particular T1A. And then we have additional examples of the T1A that do have cloth backs, but they are kind of more the, I guess, felt style cloth back, as opposed to kind of the gauze style. We actually have several. So here's another one of kind of a gauze cloth back. Kind of look at these from the front in comparison. So these two look relatively similar from the front. This one is cut a whole lot wider, and the blue background seems a little bit lighter as far as the comparison of the twill. So just several production runs. It's kind of like similar to the councils out of California, that the council was so big they were going to be reordering their standard uniform wear CSP, and so you just end up getting multiple production runs. Again, nowadays all of these would be considered T1s. The T1B, as we said, was a plastic back, and we have a couple examples of that as well. Focus. We've lost focus. There we go. Again, here you can just see kind of slight differences in the stitch style. So we do think that these are probably two different production runs of the T1B. You can kind of see they have a little bit different presentation on the back, underneath the plastic. They could be the same, just have kind of different aging wear. I'm not entirely sure, but I thought we would show you them both as examples. Actually, they do look most decidedly to have different attachment styles for the border. So I do believe that these are definitely two different production runs for the T1B. Again, as far as the front goes, aesthetically, the T1As, T1Bs, they do all look the same. I certainly can understand why they would have moved away from those variant designations. They're really just reorders of that same CSP, as they needed multiple production runs to fulfill the needs of the councils for scouts and scouters. Well, there you have it for the first issue of Otetiana 397 out of New York. We'll be back again tomorrow with another brand new episode of First CSP, as we do every single day. We hope to see you back here for that. I want to thank you all for spending a moment of your day with us today. Remember, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to give it a like. That really helps us as we're trying to grow the channel and having the YouTube algorithm recognize this as content people want to see. We appreciate all of you for coming back every day to check out the new episodes. Until tomorrow's episode, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.